Hi there. Welcome to Apple World. Genuinely again, North's account has been erased from virtual entertainment. Purportedly, Norris and Kim's shared service, which is essentially shown to North, has been prohibited from TikTok under secretive conditions, and everybody wants to find out whether it is a result of North and her excursions. Was Kim engaged with getting it restricted? We trust it was not Kanye in light of the fact that he has as of late been enraged over his little girl being on TikTok. So how about we dive into every one of the subtleties of why North West got prohibited on TikTok? Hello ever. Yon, I just got off the telephone with Kim. I advised her to stop antagonize me with this TikTok thing, I said. It's at absolutely no point in the future. I am her dad. I said I'm not permitting my girl to be utilized by TikTok. To be utilized by Disney, the record has outperformed the 15 million imprinted has in excess of 450 million preferences. And when, as of late, the record couldn't be found on the stage, everybody was stressed over what happened. The entire thing happened exclusively for about an hour, and the record was reestablished soon. Now, everybody was dubious in light of the fact that North has had a background marked by being wicked on the web, and that has driven Kim to erase her records via virtual entertainment, including Instagram. The fans were interested with regards to what happened this time for the 1 hour that the record wasn't accessible. It showed a record-restricted name. Furthermore, the accompanying application message the record came in North is as of now not accessible. Okay, so while everybody was caught up with considering what truly happened, DMZ got a nearby family source to talk regarding this situation. While they couldn't say why precisely it happened, however, in light of what conversation the family had been having about North and her virtual entertainment presence, the source gave a plausible explanation and said obviously the choice could be made by North. She simply needs to have a go at something new. The source added that North has been more keen on zeroing in on her imagination and different regions lately, and is enjoying some time off from TikTok. Like most children, intrigues change frequently, so she may be back on as soon as tomorrow, or at absolutely no point in the future. That is abnormal in light of the fact that the record was re-established in the span of an hour. We keep thinking about whether she had depleted all her imagination regions by then. Alright, we realize you are as yet stuck on what Kanye has to do with this, so we should simply continue ahead with it. Kanye was irate at Kim for letting North utilize web-based entertainment, as she does clearly, who doesn't definitely disapprove of North utilizing virtual entertainment early in life. Me and my children, and furthermore, tell her don't have my little girl wearing lipstick on TikTok. I don't have lipstick on TikTok by any means, assuming I will endorse that, and I expressed it in an elite meeting with Jason Lee. Kanye uncovered that he has let Kim know that he doesn't support North being glamorized on TikTok. He likewise doesn't endorse her being on TikTok as a parent. He clearly is essentially on the right track, but it seems like Kim needs to push a story that she is to a greater extent a cutting-edge and developed parent who's more worried about North's opportunity of articulation than security and protection concerns. At any rate, Kim certainly applauded back and said in an Instagram post that granddads are the parents who are the primary suppliers and guardians for our kids. I'm making a valiant effort to safeguard our little girl while likewise permitting her to communicate her imagination in the medium that she wishes with grown-up management, since it gives her joy. Separate is troublesome enough on our youngsters, and Kanye's fixation on attempting to control what is happening so adversely and openly is just bringing on additional torment, for this ain't whenever they first had a one-on-one about their co-nurturing issues beforehand. Kanye had put out a no-erased Instagram post saying that since this is my most memorable separation, I want to understand what I ought to do about my little girl being placed on TikTok. Despite my desire, Kim answered from the very outset that I've needed only a sound and steady co-nurturing relationship since it is best for our kids, and it disheartens me that Kanye proceeds to make it inconceivable constantly. One of the fundamental hypotheses that individuals concocted about the boycott was that North America didn't yet meet TikTok's age prerequisites and measures, and that could be a justification for why the record was impeded. A fan answered a post on Popaces about Kim Kardashian and the Northwest TikTok account being restricted and said, "I concur with TikTok on the grounds that North is excessively youthful for this application now. That was by all accounts not the only hypothesis that was famous. Another was that Kanye was behind the entirety of this, which clearly seemed like coming to, however, it very well may be conceivable in light of the fact that he is not yet a parent of North, and the record so disregards the age limitation standards. Another fan said, unexpected development, whoopee behind the record being prohibited. One repeated and said, Kanye is someplace bouncing from happiness, right? Currently okay. So you need to know why everybody was so fixated on what truly occurred and why the record was restricted. Well, that is on the grounds that already things had gotten truly troublesome when North had command over a TikTok record, and it went up to this point that Kim needed to formally erase her record. She had confronted a great deal of analysis when North recently had full command over her TikTok record, and when she did solo TikTok lives. In one such video, she was appearing around the old Kardashian West house. The live video showed every last trace of the house, remembering Kim for her room, ignorant that she was being watched by millions while she was lying on her beds, looking at her telephone clearly. North is a youngster, and she doesn't have the foggiest idea how hazardous this could be. Thus, individuals were pissed at Kim for letting her utilize web-based entertainment without any management. It was extreme to such an extent that fans clearly directed a ton of sentiments toward Kim, yet North's oldest cousin Bricklayer likewise mediated and messaged Kim, saying, greetings, I would rather not disregard North, however I don't figure she ought to do the lives except if somebody is with her. Since individuals are dependably screen recording and she could let data know that isn't right and stuff like that, she will lament different ideas that Kim got about North doing solo Instagram lives were really difficult. Now, here's the genuine story of what truly was the purpose for the restriction on North and Kim's TikTok account. Clearly, the blunder occurred because of a simulated intelligence calculation that recognized North's incest recordings and her different recordings as hazardous. One. To realize the reason why this is on the grounds that on TikTok, this has been a developing pattern that a few old developed men are saving recordings from youngster specialists and individuals from that local area are then posting these recordings on grown-up destinations, which is unlawful. Thus, clearly TikTok had a calculation blunder, as an explanation of which North record got erased. However, it was before long settled we realized that it was not Kim or Kanye who got the record erased. The entire issue about Kim not being cautious enough is still there, and that isn't just reflected in that frame of mind to permit North admittance to TikTok, yet in addition in the decision of video she did. Was on the stage as of late. North did a video and masked herself as her father, and the hazardous piece of that decision was the tune and Kim being in it. In the video, Kim is seen remaining close to North, folding her arm over her prior to sulking as you melody-bound 2 plays as the post-sound. Kim broadly showed up totally naked in the 2013 video for this track, which is prestigious for its hotness. Currently, fans have flipped out on this one and named a video. Subscribe Apple World for more videos.